Hey everybody, it is TheAngryHoneyBadger here, and it's time for another champion quick build. The winner from the last quick build voting was for Nasus. We're going to take a look at him, but if you want to go ahead and vote for the next quick build champion, leave me a comment down below on who you would like to see, and also leave some thumbs ups for some other champions that others have listed. As for his abilities, at level 1, we're going to put a point into our Q ability, which is our Siphoning Strike. At level 2, we put a point into our Wither, and we will be maxing this out second. And then at level 3, put a point into your Spirit Fire. We will be maxing this out last. For your rune page, I like to take either attack damage or armor penetration in the marks. We take armor in our seals, magic resist in our glyphs. You can take scaling here too if you want that. And then we take attack damage quintessences. For the Masteries page, it's a tank top laner page with 9 in the offense. We take a little bit of damage there, and then we mostly focus on 21 in the defense as we scale into a huge tank late game. As for the items when we're playing as Nasus, early on I like to start off with the Crystalline Flask and Health Pots. This is the safest start when you are playing him. The main thing you want to do is just live early on and get stacks. Don't really worry about killing. You're a late game menace, so we just want to get to the late game. If you want another safe start, you can start Cloth Armor if you're really worried about the amount of physical damage you could be taking from the enemy top laner. Now early on, your first few trips back will depend on that matchup in the top lane. If it is against a heavy AD champion, you're going to want to pick up the Glacial Shroud and a Warden's Mail, and perhaps your boots. Now if you're going up against a AP top laner who's going to deal magic damage, you're going to want to pick up the Cowl to get some magic resist and health. Your core items early on will consist of a Frozen Heart and a Spirit Visage, and then your boot choice, which will either be the Mercury Treads or the Ninja Tabby, depending on that laner and the enemy team's composition. Now your full build will look a little bit like this. You'll have those first 3 items, then we like to build the Trinity Force for damage and all around just goodness everywhere for Nasus. And then we pick up a Warmog's and a Randuin's Omen. There are a few options depending on these last 2 items that can be up to you. Now those options consist of multiple things for multiple reasons. If you want to get rid of the Omen and you want to send damage back at them and get even more armor because they are a really attack damage heavy team, the Thornmail will help you out. Another thing you could do instead of the Warmogs would be the Righteous Glory. Can work really well, gives you more mana and health and good regen, and has that great active. If they are an AP heavy team and you need more magic resist, a Maw of Malmortius will give you some more, and it'll give you some good attack damage if you want to fight a little bit more. If you don't like the Triforce build, you can do the Iceborne Gauntlet instead, which will give you even more armor and some more cooldowns and more mana. And I haven't toyed around with it myself yet because it's still new under its rework, but the Black Cleaver could work fairly well. It does give you a good amount of health, good cooldown reduction, and a lot of attack damage. It's worth a shot if they are a tanky team and are building a lot of defense. But that is going to be a quick build for the dog in the top lane. Like I said, leave me a comment down below on which champion you would like to see next, and make sure you leave some thumbs ups for other people who have listed champions you would like to see. Other than that, good luck on the fields of justice.